Welcome to the Philosophy of Chillin. As you can tell, I'm not sitting here by myself. I have another co-host joining the couch with me. So before we get into the topic and everything else we discuss, can you please introduce yourself to the people?
I'm Kyle, 16 production, 16, whatever you want to call me, however you feeling on the day you see me. I'm coming all the way to where we at? We in Fulton, Georgia.
No, we on MLK right now.
Oh, okay. Well, we ain't okay.
Oh, Fulton, hell yeah.
Coming all the way from New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? I had to come out here and handle some things that's not really business related, but it's kind of business, but not typical business. And I had to come out at my folks. You feel me?
For sure. Nah, bro, we really do appreciate you for coming, man.
No, for sure.
Nah, like
I peep good energy.
respect that. Honestly, I'm glad you had hit when you did because there were a couple questions that I didn't get to ask you from our other interview.
Yeah, it was hot as hell.
Man.
It was hot as hell.
Yo, this man was a pro though. Like, no bullshit. The whole team was out here struggling. Like, everybody was moving. Like, fuck with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This man, the whole interview, he right here with it. For sure. Nah, I said, bro, this nigga has not moved the entire time. I was like, bro, we looked at you, we was like, you know what, we can't even bring this up on camera. We just gonna go with the flow.
But I used to run track, so it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm used to that type of weather, so it's like my body conditioned for it. But I still hot as motherfucker.
Yeah, nah, I thought that. I was like, bro, he had to have been through some shit where this ain't nothing for him because he's good. He's not good, but he's good right now. Nah, for real. But one of the things I wanted to dive more into really was just outside of your love for film, just your focus on life, if that makes sense.
Like, go deeper into that question. Break it down a little more.
Got you. So the topic today that we're going to discuss is the philosophy of chilling through film. So film. And there are different layers to film that people might not be privy to. Like the post editing,
of course,
the syncopation of footage and audio,
of course,
especially when it's over multiple days. More and more
behind the scenes of things.
You feel me?
Basically, what's my focus on trying to get that done, or like
exactly
how I attack it?
Exactly.
Shit. Honestly, post really is like the hardest part for me. Honestly, like trying to get everything organized, because when I shoot, I kind of shoot in a okay, this is gonna go here and post, and this is gonna go here and post type of way. You feel me? Just to make things easier on myself, so I don't have to really go back and go through too many clips. But post is usually the toughest part, and a lot of people, like a lot of clients, don't understand that. Don't understand that shit takes time, patience. Like you just gotta want to do it. Because if you don't want to do it, then it's not gonna get done. You feel me? It's not gonna get. It might get done, but it might get done half-assed, not how it's supposed to. You feel me? You gotta go in there with that mindset, like, okay, I need to attack this. I need to do this. Like, you gotta really go in there with like a head coach mindset, especially if you're the director of a project. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, this is your vision. Like, this is how you see this. So you gotta deliver it how you want the world to see it.
That's right. And honestly, I have all this in, well, I guess somewhat enthusiasm. But not somewhat, for real. Like it's deep. But I'm in this film fellowship right now, so I'm learning all of these different aspects of film that naturally I understood the effect that it made, but I didn't understand the technicalities behind how that effect was made. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm looking at it from a completely different lens. Like, oh shoot, a lot of the things that happen on screen are intentional. Like,
Yeah, purpose.
mm-hmm. And it's kind of like, okay, whether somebody knew it or not, they definitely were trying to pull something from these just juxtaposition of images and things of that sort. Right.
These specific shots, yeah, definitely. Like I pay attention to a lot of films and TV shows that I watch, and I look at things like that just to try to find some inspiration whenever I'm feeling not in a creative mood. Because right now I'm kind of in a battle between creating two different things. Creating they're both art. Don't get me wrong, but trying to create clothes and trying to create, films and things along that nature and content and things like that. Because I got a love for both of them. You feel me? It's like when you're dealing with love and feelings, it kind of tend to drift to one thing to another sometimes. So you gotta stay focused, right?
Yeah. No, that's real. Which kind of leads me to my other question of like, how do you see that translate into your personal life? Like, can you see some of the same like objective points that you notice when you're working on your films? How you deal with like different situations that you encounter and experience?
I'm not gonna lie, that's a crazy question that you asked. Like,
So,
honestly, my personal life do put a it do play a factor in trying to create things. You feel me?
mm-hmm.
Like, cause I might be going through like love sickness or something like that. You feel me? And then that's gonna translate to the work. You feel me? I kind of work the best when I'm under stress. If that makes sense. Like
That
when
makes
when I'm
sense.
dealing with like a heartbreak or something, like I'm more motivated to
Stay focused.
stay focused and just
Yeah.
work. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like just put out the best, like put all my negative emotions and thoughts that I'm feeling into this art. You feel me? Because that's what
Yeah.
art is at the end of the day, like expressions. So
Yeah.
I just be
Mm-hmm.
trying to get the world to see how I feel. You feel me? From a creative aspect, like what made him create that like that, or what made him do that like that, or do that shot like that, or make this piece like this, make this piece of clothes like this, or have this effect on that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. No, I feel that for sure. So I would say like for me, one of the things that I'm actively trying to like learn how to work through is translating the image in my head to like a script on paper.
Yeah. See, I ain't gonna lie, that's something that I ain't really get into yet, like screenwriting and things like that in that nature. Because, as you said, it's way easier to see something in your head than when you're, trying to get the script ready. You gotta break down like a million and one things. So, like, now that image that you see in your head has to be broke down into like 100 million different scenarios of what could happen and how we can put these scenarios together and make it make sense. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of tough.
Dang, I understood that a little too well. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yeah, I get it. Bro, I'll tell you, bro, like, this fellowship is pulling it out of me, like, for real. So I'm sitting here, like, bro, I gotta.
You gotta stay strong. I know it might be tough, but you gotta think it out.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm doing it, man. But, nah, like, it's more difficult, too, because I'm so used to just seeing the image and then just understanding immediately, okay, this is what I need to do next.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, oh shoot, I have to not just see the image, but I have to like recall it and go back and then analyze this side of it, and analyze the other. I'm like, oh shoot.
You see, that's why I like on production teams, like they got systems and it's like a train. They got different things connected to different things, and they got the screenwriter, then they got the director, so they correlating with each other, trying to, you know what I'm saying, just make things easier on each other. That's why it's good to get locked in with people who are like-minded, and form a team and go from there, and you know what I'm saying, just create magic, honestly, because when you have a team and systems that are functioning, everything just flows perfectly.
No, I agree with that. I agree. Damn, that was a good point. That was a good point. I mean, okay. So I guess that leads me to another question that I had, because you're very like, people tell me when they first meet me, they presume I'm very like chill, or like I come across as having like a grounded demeanor. So I feel like honestly you give off the same type vibes, but like I know if somebody really got you crunk, you can get crunk. You feel me?
Nah, for sure.
So like with the journey you've experienced in being behind the camera and also like leading projects, how has that tested you in your communication? Like how have you seen it evolve? Like
I ain't gonna lie, my communication did evolve. Like, I've been doing this shit since I was like 18, 17. So I'm 23 now. It's crazy. I'm 23 now, so it's like,
no, I feel that shit.
I've learned a lot more patience, especially dealing with a million different personalities. Like I used to have a short fuse and just get the tweaking on that client, and then that led to me falling out with some artists and never being able to work with them ever again. It was never no static. It was just like New Orleans people just have this little like we have this thing of feeling pleased. So like if we feel like you playing with us, so you playing on us, like they this wall comes up, just like miscommunications through text messages, and just not people not trying to understand proper communication. Like that's where a lot of the mistakes come from. But yeah, I see it has taught me better communication through business, customer service, shit in my personal life. It has taught me patience. I can say that for sure.
That's real. No, I can definitely agree because I've definitely experienced not exactly what you have, of course, but similar experiences enough to which that makes sense.
For sure.
So honestly, okay, I got one more question, and then I guess typically I just leave the floor up to my guests to like let them ask any questions that would, regardless of if it's pertaining to the topic of film or anything else, just something that you want to ask. So the last question, okay. Maybe it's too. All right, I just asked. All right. So as far as like telling your story, what I'm coming to learn is that every artist that has committed to like being behind the camera, and I would say at least up until this point, you have thoroughly committed and don't really have any intentions of like letting up with the progress you've made thus far. So with that being said, I feel like you fall into this category of individuals who make not necessarily pieces about their life, but put who they are as a person into their piece. You know what I'm saying? So have you made that piece for yourself, or like is it something you thought about before?
That piece is coming.
For sure.
It's definitely coming. It's like bits and pieces of certain things that I've created. And it's a lot of things that I created on the internet. you might go on my page and just see a lot of pictures of me because I'm in a different mode in life right now, so I'm not really showing off my work, but it's a lot of bits and pieces of projects that I did while they try to add a little bit of my personal life in, and you know what I'm saying. You just had to know me to really like understood like, all right, he put his heart into that. So yeah, I say definitely fit into that category.
Oh shit. Oh shit, I'm excited. Honestly, like they let me know. Like I tune in, I go back to New Orleans type shit. I don't care. But nah, I really feel like coming from you and seeing your body of work, I can see how like you've evolved and everything. So by the time that comes out, like who knows what type position you gonna be in and everything else. That's gonna be wild.
That's probably gonna be the one that's gonna just sit there and just I'm just gonna disappear for like 6 months or something. Just let it flow.
That's real.
Honestly, just have my team have the promotion. Just let me be free. Honestly,
I feel that, man. You be putting in time for sure. So with that being said, now the floor is yours. You ask me any question you would like. It doesn't have to pertain to film. But just go ahead.
I have one question for you.
For sure.
What's your end goal with film and the podcasts and the shows? Like, what's your end goal with the platforms that you create? Like, what do you see? Where do you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years with things that you're doing?
That is a good question. Honestly, I've been getting this question not necessarily more frequently, but like it's been definitely coming across my head more often. And at first, I would say I really don't got no plan. Like this is just specifically this in general. I literally couldn't get this shit out of my head. Like it don't matter what I was going through. Personal, business obstacles, school obstacles. It was just floating and I was like, I can't keep sitting on this. I have to do something about it. But for a minute I didn't even want this to have like a video. I just wanted to be straight audio. So nobody had to see me or nothing. I could just talk. But what do I want to see all of what I'm doing in general in the next 5 years? Honestly, like I just want to see growth. I mean, I can't. One thing that my fellowship is making me think about is what role could I see myself in? And like I could see myself in a lot of leadership positions and in a lot of major roles, or hopefully working with great people that are still like in alignment with not just energy but intentions and everything else too. But I mean, I've seen people when they hungry for positions, power, you name it. So am I just gonna fight? No, you got it, bro. Like I promise you. You feel me? Like you feel me? Thank you. And that's why I started my own businesses. Like at this point, I don't know where it's gonna grow. Like I'm just putting it out there, letting it flow, letting it do what it do. If it goes somewhere, great. Now that's okay, cool. I'm not mad at it. But if it don't, like, okay, I wasn't doing it for that anyway. Yeah, I appreciate you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, honestly, I'm just trying to have good conversations. Like, I feel like how we perceive ourselves, at least the people that I connect myself with on this type of level, we all share a common thing. So why not? We already doing it. film it too.
It's fine. It's fine.
For sure. But yeah, with that being said, bro, we really just chilling. This has been a great conversation. I really needed this to help me move forward. So we can be talking here for however long, but y'all got to go. So with that being said, please remind them of who you are and where to go to find all your stuff.
16 on Instagram, 16 on YouTube. Shit, that's really all the only places I meet. If you want, check out some of my work. I'm trying to see what type of person I am. Get a vibe and check me out. Find me in New Orleans. Shit, I be in Atlanta. I be in Houston, New York, wherever you need me, I can be there.
For sure. So I'm done with the connect. We out. Peace.